Wow, what's going on, everyone? I just finished a Summer Games Fest, and I have to say, this is the best one I've ever seen. As a matter of fact, it absolutely blew away the state of play. And there's a lot to talk about here. They finished very strong and started very strong and had a very good feeling the whole way through. Definitely something I needed after all the catastrophe that's been going on, over here in my life. Um, Summer Games Fest, yeah, literally is the showcase of the year so far. And I think everybody could possibly agree with that. If you've seen it, if you haven't, you need to go see it. There's some incredible announcements in here, starting off with Resident Evil Code Veronica getting a next gen version. Yeah, Resident Evil Veronica is back, guys. Takuchi-san and Capcom are here. It looks absolutely incredible. We're going to talk about a lot of games. Definitely the games that I definitely liked and just what was just absolutely surprising. And yeah, if you're waiting on the next Stellar Blade, oh, trust me, it's in here and we're going to get to that. And just the way that ended things, it was just like, whoa. So yeah, I mean, when you first see the footage of Resident Evil Veronica, you're kind of, wait, hold on, wait, is this Resident Evil? Because I kind of got that feeling intuitively, instantly. And when they showed it, I'm like, oh yeah, this is definitely it. And yeah, the whole place just lit up because I mean, this is a game in the Resident Evil franchise where I feel like if you were there in the Dreamcast days, like I was, Code Veronica was one of the hardest Resident Evil. So you can run out of ammo in that game and get stuck on that save and have no ammo and get screwed. Yeah, it's one of the hardest games and also one of the most underappreciated. So I was glad to see this game actually get the love that it actually deserves by getting this remake. I'm telling you, lately Capcom is just on fire. They're insane. They're all over the place with every genre imaginable, hitting meta peak consistently and optimizing and having it for all platforms consistently. They're setting the bar when it comes to third-party publishing and development. And I couldn't be more happy to see them just continue to be this amazing. I mean, they have so much to show in this show. And you would think like sometimes where Sony gets these type of reveals, Summer Showcases has kind of like replaced E3 at this point and has finally given us those feelings we used to get at E3 back in the days. It was actually really good. I didn't feel like I was ever bored. I'm very proud of Jeff Keighley because I'm like, okay, dude, you're stepping it up. Like he's being a boon right now because we definitely needed a good showcase. Not that the state of play wasn't a good showcase, but this was excellent. And then we saw the Cuphead studio announce their next game. If you guys haven't played Cuphead, that's an incredible game. So that's cool to see that. And then people have been begging Sega for this for years. We finally get it, guys. And it's Alien Isolation 2. Them dropping this was like, kind of like a sneak attack on you in a good way where you're like, whoa, so they're actually doing it. Because Alien Isolation was such an incredible game in the PS4 generation, Xbox One generation, if you guys don't remember. And it scored very well and got some Game of the Year awards. So a lot of people were begging Sega for years to please give us an Alien Isolation 2. At first, I remember they said no, right? But then as we see here, here it is. It's here, it's touching down, and it's real. And I have to tell you, lately, Sega has definitely been making a huge comeback. They have a lot of projects in development. They're bringing the heat, and they're doing very good. And I'm telling you, RGG, man, they're just on fire. I love that Yakuza team. Like, they're one of the best developers right now as well, too. They've been on fire significantly. But yeah, seeing Alien Isolation, I want you guys to let me know what you think. By the way, guys, become a member, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment down below. Leave a tip. Would appreciate that, too. But there we have it. That's that. Going next is a game called Blood Message, which I thought is an interesting looking game from NetEase, though I'm kind of annoyed with the way they're handling things lately. I don't like the way they treated Nagoshi Studio, who actually came from RGG. But hey, what are you going to do about that, right? Well, yeah, I mean, I know you saw like some of the fiasco that was going on with Marvel as well. But Blood Message looks like a game that has that Chinese DNA that I really want to see. It looks incredible. I can't wait to get my hands on this game. It's like when you really think about all these single player games that are coming back that are really dominating, it feels absolutely excellent. And there was a ton of them here at Summer Games Fest. Blood Message, if you haven't seen it, guys, I'm telling you, go see the trailer for that. If you're looking for the next soulful game that's coming out of China that's not a gacha game, this is the game here. Right here, from 24 Entertainment. I was actually surprised at how good it looked. Like, they're really putting everything into this engine where it looks like it's going to be a next-gen game only. And you're going to need to have a PS6 if you're going to run this at some good settings or something. Like one of those type of games. But hey, I think it'll be optimized. You never know. They usually do a good job with that. I don't think this is going to be a Black Myth Wukong situation. But this game looks more intense and detailed than Black Myth Wukong. and it's like one of those feelings you get where it's like this feels like the DNA and imprint from China. It doesn't feel like something coming from Japan. It's like that's what we want. We want the original organic feelings from all these cultures to be presented in video games. And Blood Message is actually doing that for me. I like the feelings I got as I've been watching it. It's a very deep game. Feels like it's going to be emotional as well. So yeah, this is another game that I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm into this. Let me see what's going to happen. If you guys haven't seen it, like I said, check it out. Summer Games Fest on Twitter is literally posting every game that got shown, so you can already go and see that right now, which is actually very cool. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that game. Next, you got I don't know if you guys remember Shadow of Colossus. His next game is here. It's called Gen Atlas, and he's kind of going for that Ico as well. He's actually going for that feeling again and that imprint where you're going to feel like you're playing a character that's powerful in an animated sense, but you're going up against these huge Titan-looking creatures. And if you love Shadow of Colossus and Ico and you really liked like those worlds, he's giving you that same feeling here, except it's a little bit more different. You're kind of going more into like the Atlas feeling. Titanic, stuff like that. So this game, I think, has potential. Like I said, all his other games scored very well. I wonder if Sony's going to get something going with this game, or is it going to be multi-platform? I don't even know if they really talked about it. But what we do know is that he's working on his next big project, and it's not too far away. So get ready for this game, because I think it's definitely going to give you that feeling that you got. And actually, right here, if you guys see it, Epic Games is actually funding it and publishing it. So that's going to be interesting. That means that it's going to be on Epic Games as well. We do know it's going to be on PlayStation, but anything other than that, I'm not so sure. Possibly Steam as well. Maybe Epic has a deal. Them and Steam also always butt heads, and there's a lot of money hats going on. As we saw in this show too, Steam is money hatting as well. As I was trying to tell people, don't be hypocrites, because it's done on every platform. So don't try to make it seem like PlayStation was some villain doing that by itself. Steam has been doing that for years, and they have a monopoly as well. So to each its own. I'm not going to sit here and say one is worse than the other when it comes to this type of stuff. It's like, no, dude, it's what happens in the industry. It's business. There's always business deals going on. But this game looks like it could be cool. It's going to give you that, feeling that you got from the other games. If you guys like Shadow of Colossus and Ico and stuff like that. It's going to be a little bit different here, though, as we can see. Next up, we got Stranger Than Heaven. We already knew how amazing this game looks, but it seems like they're going to be adding in Snoop Dogg to kind of be a part of the gang aspect, or Tupac with Snoop Dogg. And as you see, he's actually trending right here on Twitter, which is actually interesting, to be a part of that type of development world. As you know, when it comes to RGG, they make a lot of gang development video games. So if you think about the history with Snoop Dogg and Tupac, they can fit up in here, and he wants to be involved with that. He's a Sega lover as well. These guys can make anybody look good. They're absolutely amazing. Stranger Than Heaven is going to be an insanely epic game, and I can't wait to get my hands on that. I love any Yakuza games. I've beaten every single one of them. So if you guys haven't checked out anything with this, you definitely have to. It looks absolutely incredible. And what do you expect from RGG? They're also working on a Virtua Fighter, and they're taking that to the next level. This studio is definitely, I have to say, when you say on the rise, on fire, that's that. Sega has a really good studio on their hand, and this goes all the way back to Yu Suzuki days. Next, we had Hex, which is an open world game. I don't know if you guys do, but there's some key creators from The Division and Little Nightmares that kind of teamed up from this game. Personally, I'm not that interested in this game, but if you love your dog shooter games, you're definitely going to get that from this game. No doubt about that. It doesn't look like it's going to be a bad game. I just think that the shooter world is a tough, competitive world right now. And what I mean by that is not just making a good shooter, but could it also last? Because that's kind of the problem here when it comes to any type of shooters lately. This game looks like it's cool. I'm interested in it. From a sense, if it ends up doing and scoring very well, and if you give me some like single player narrative, epic campaign, sure, because that's the kind of shooters I like. Like I when it comes to multiplayer, I'm very picky now compared to back then. I don't know what it is, but I think everybody kind of feels the same way because a lot of shooters just die off so fast these days. It just don't last like they used to. Definitely when it comes to multiplayer. So I prefer epic campaigns, and I don't remember if this game is going to have online or not. Or maybe not. Let me see. I think this game, is it going to be online or is it going to be single player only? I'm not so sure. But whatever it is, it didn't pique my interest that much. I'm pretty sure other people might be interested in it, but it didn't hit me. And then you got the Dead by Daylight. They're celebrating their 10th anniversary, so that's cool. Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resync, as we know, is coming out next month. It kind of got a new trailer here, but we knew about this, so we don't have to spend too much time on this. We already know how good this is going to be. And then we got, which is interesting, Platinum Games, because it kind of felt like they might have fallen apart, right? They actually have a new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in development, and it's called The Last Ronin. I love any Platinum Games game, so I'm definitely going to keep my eyes on this and see how far this goes. They didn't show any gameplay or anything, but I love Ninja Turtles and I love Platinum Games. We'll see what happens. Sucks to see like what happened. And then you got Fortnite having its next season. Sorry, I'm not going to cover that. I don't care too much about that. Bandai's actually coming out with a next-gen Gundam. It's called Gundam Rogue Orbit. That looks like it could be cool. If you're into Gundam and you go all the way back to the older Gundam days like I do, you might be interested in it if you like mechs and stuff. So yeah, you guys might have to check that out. That looks like it could be cool. And then we have a innovative Steam Money Hat game here. Called Extremely Hard Game. An Extremely Hard Game. It's just humorous. As you know, some of those indie games can be like that. Crossfire is a game that may have my interest because they actually have an innovative cover system design that is actually immersive. And it's crafted by some new devs I've never seen before. But it's a cinematic thriller with innovative tactical stealth combat crafted by these devs here called That's No Moon. It actually looks like it could be cool. And there's actually some Naughty Dog devs that are involved in this that used to be with Naughty Dog. So you're going to kind of have to get that kind of cover experience, get that like innovation in there, cinematic thrills that you would get from Sony games and emotional impacts. And I have to tell you, I liked what I saw. It looks like it could be a really cool, unique, innovative tactical stealth combat shooter. That's that third person aspect that you would like from games, and two characters that have a different point of view and what they think about humanity. So we'll see how that goes. I want you guys to let me know what you think, too, if you saw this game. Are you interested in it? Do you like that feeling that you get from Naughty Dog games? And maybe like Sony games, because this game actually has it. And I have to say, it could be one of those games that actually makes an impact when it drops. We'll see, right? So check that out if you guys are interested in that. As we know, also, Control Resonance coming around the corner. I love Remedy. I love all their games. I love Sam Lake's direction. Alan Wake 2 is still one of my favorite games of all time ever since I've, got the experience of it. It literally just made a massive jump from Alan Wake 1. I've loved all the Max Paynes. I loved Control. I recently bought it again on PlayStation because I played it on Game Pass back then, and I'm looking forward to playing it on Pro before they come out with Control Resonant. I'm deeply looking forward to this game because Remedy never lets me down. I love all their games. And then which was another surprise is that NCSoft and Arena.net have actually been working on Guild Wars 3, the next-gen MMO version. And what's interesting is it's not going to be a PC exclusive for the first time. Sony actually got a deal to get this to be on PS5. So yeah, guys, this game will be on PS5 day one with the PC version. Guild Wars 3, believe it or not, one of the most epic PvP MMOs of all time, but also had really good PvE with Guild Wars 2. I maxed out all classes day one when I was in PC gaming back then. I was in the beta. I did all the PvE content and I did PvP as well. You guys are looking for that, and this has been missing for a long time in the world, and good MMOs are hard to find now. This game is definitely going to be a really good game. And it's crazy seeing Sony get it. It's not coming to Xbox. They didn't say anything about Switch 2 either. It's literally PC and PlayStation 5. Interesting stuff here. Next, the Star Wars racing adventure, The Galactic Racer. That showed some more gameplay for this. I mean, if you're into that, or you're just a super diehard Star Wars fan, maybe you might like this game, but we've already seen enough of that. We also have enjoyed the look at End of Abyss, which is another Steam Money Hat game that I have no interest in, but it looks like it could be innovative and cool. Next up is another game called This Is Last Harbor, another game that I think is going to be in the same situation as End of Abyss. It looks cool. If you're into these type of games, you could possibly like the game. I thought it looked cool, but I'm not really into it, so yeah. Another one is the next Virtual Fighter. It's actually called Virtual Fighter Crossroads. This is developed by RGG. They've taken it to the next level where you kind of feel like you're getting that Yakuza style in there with mainline Virtual Fighter characters, and they cross roads with each other and have their own stories and emotional epic impacts. I think I like the idea on this, and I'm going to be getting into this. Sega lately has been on a roll, but I tell you what, their biggest carry has been RGG. They have literally been lighting it up. I think they're also working on the next mainline Sonic, since that's going to be representing his 35th anniversary. So expect to see some more from that from Sega. They also have other revivals coming around the corner. I know that they're going to be dropping Persona 6 eventually, Persona 4 Remake. All of these things are happening and coming out of the Sega world. Maybe they might be making a Phantasy Star Online 3 as well. I think they have a lot up their sleeves. We got the Crazy Taxi, Golden Axe. Sega is bringing it, and they're coming back, and I love seeing this. So let me know what you guys think when you saw this, or if you haven't, and you're a Virtua Fighter lover from the old days. Well, guess what? They're getting their own kind of like, you know how like Capcom did Street Fighter 6's story? I kind of think Virtua Fighter Crossroads is kind of going for that impact from RGG. So it's going to be a different approach here. It's interesting seeing this because I didn't think that they were working on a game like this. So yeah, I mean, if you guys want to check this out, make sure you go ahead and do that because it looks like it's going to be epic. These guys are on fire lately, I tell you. And guys, believe it or not, a next-gen RuneScape is coming, and it's coming to all platforms. It's not only going to be on PC. So yeah, that's interesting, but there's going to be early access on Steam because, like I said, they have deals all the time as well. So let's not be hypocrites about that. And then we have Mafia: The Old Country getting an expansion. If you like that, well, here's a new expansion. So yeah, that's going to be there. And there's also going to be some exclusive free ride content coming out in August. So that's cool. This is another cool game that I thought looks innovative, but it didn't really pull me in like I thought it would. But I'll have to see more onto it. It's an interesting game set in Amsterdam. If you want to take a look a bit at it. Well, we don't need to do that because we don't want too much on that. But it seems like some type of horror game that is going to be set in a certain period in the Dark Ages. So if you guys like those type of games, definitely look into this game. It looks like it may, I don't know, maybe shock you, but they didn't show much on it when it comes to gameplay. And believe it or not, Saw is getting its own game, but it's going to be money-hatted on Steam. So if you're into that, look forward to it, but it's going to kind of be like a 3 versus 1 game. It may come to consoles later. Lords of the Fallen 2, we've already known about this. Star Wars Zero Company is getting a tactical game, believe it or not. EA is there. There's a gameplay channel, so if you're into tactical games like XCOM and stuff, look forward to that. This is another game that I think is going to be really good and has like Witcher potential, and that's Blood of the Dawnwalker. They actually showed a little bit more gameplay for this, so look into that. I really liked what I saw. If you guys liked Among Us, they're actually working on a new project, and you know there's TV series going on with that as well, so get ready for that. That's going to be happening. And there goes the TV series right there. 007 is getting some DLC. Aeon 2, another MMORPG, just got announced. I don't know if you guys remember Aeon. It was supposed to be a World of Warcraft killer back in the days, but it didn't end up doing that, but it still was a good game. So that's going to be on Steam only. Maybe it might come to consoles, but you kind of get what I mean. Exclusives there, but not first party. Monster Hunter Wilds. Capcom is on fire lately. They announced the next expansion, and here it is. Monster Hunter Wilds Ascendant, and it actually looks like it's really good. It's looking like they're going for a massive expansion appeal, so get ready for that because that's definitely going to be amazing. No doubt about that. Sword of Legends, an action-adventure RPG coming to PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. This is another game out of China that I think is going to have a huge impact that has potential like Black Myth Wukong and all those other games. But guys, we're going to be getting to a game that I really cannot wait. And yeah, it's the next, it's the new Stellar Blade. It looked absolutely incredible. But this game looks amazing as well too, and it has that Chinese DNA imprint on it again. I'm telling you right now, look into this game if you're looking forward to that China hero era, because it's in this game where you kind of got that Souls feeling, but it has its own DNA in it. So yeah, that's what I think about that. Sonic 35th anniversary, as I said, is coming, so there's going to be a year 2 of DLC coming to Sonic Racing if you're looking forward to that. Attack on Titan 3 is coming, and it's going to be covering the entire story from beginning to end. Look forward to that. I'm telling you right now, guys, this is something I'm looking forward to. These other games, they look like they're cool, but let's kind of speed this up a little bit. Capcom's having a sale as well, and I can't believe it. They're bringing it back, guys, and it's not only are you getting a remaster, but you're getting a next-gen version. The Wolf Among Us 2 is happening with the Wolf Among Us remaster. Yeah, tell me about it. But next up is something hugely that I want to focus on, and it's Stellar Blade Blood Rain. It's the official sequel to Stellar Blade, guys. And it's not only a sequel, but it's the character Evie actually getting her own storyline. So don't think that it ends here. No, Eve is going to be getting her game too, I believe. But this is what's going on after that. It looked absolutely incredible. You know, the music's going to be amazing and celestial. I can't wait to get my hands on this. This is a day one purchase for me immediately. And I have to tell you, the final game blew me away, and I knew it was around the corner. And yeah, that's right, guys. Final Fantasy VII Revelation. Get ready. It's here, and it's coming next year. And it looks like they're going all out with it. Yeah, you get the airship gameplay, but you're also going to be able to dive out of the airship and come down into parts of the game, depending on where you want to dive at. Everything is diveable to go down onto the ground. It's like, what? Are you kidding me? This is crazy. So, yeah, I mean, very exciting stuff coming ahead here. This whole showcase was absolutely amazing, like I said. I want you guys to let me know what you think about it. I'm sorry, the state of play was cool, but it couldn't compete with this. This was absolutely amazing. Good job. Good showcase. And hopefully the Game Awards is just as good. So, yeah, we're going to be ending it here. Let me know what you guys think about some of these game reveals. Were you very happy with this showcase? What do you rate it 0 to 10? Leave that in the comments down below. And like I said, become a member if you want. Like, comment, subscribe. Later, y'all. Keep on gaming no matter what platform you're on. Love this showcase.